In this video, I will be talking to you about wedding venues which are eco-friendly and sustainable in the UK. It is slightly different to the usual wedding planning tips video that I do because I will be talking to you about venues which are across the UK. And so I haven't actually shot at these venues, but I thought I would go through what is available across the UK, and then I will talk more specifically about the ones that I have come across locally to me where I've actually shot at. I will also be touching on what makes a wedding venue eco-friendly or sustainable. Hello everyone, if you're new here, my name is Jenny. I am a Winchester-based wedding photographer in Hampshire in the UK. I love talking about weddings and camera gear all day long, so I thought that I would share those little talks with you here on YouTube. So in this video, I will be talking about, as I said, eco-friendly wedding venues and sustainable wedding venues. These are the ones that I've come across and that caught my eye whilst I was actually researching a blog post about eco-friendly weddings, and I have got a blog post down below that I will link you to if you'd like to read that. And I have a YouTube video as well about my top 3 tips about how to go about having an eco-friendly wedding or a sustainable wedding. So for the nationwide wedding venues that I will start off with, I have not shot at those, and so what I'll do is actually screenshot the website for these wedding venues so that I can show you up here, but I will just talk about them briefly. I will insert my own photos for the venues that I have shot at. Now, the first invaluable resource that I found was actually the Natural Wedding Company. You probably can't see that very well, so I will put a screenshot of it somewhere here. So I also found a post on Guides for Brides where they list their best UK wedding venues that are eco-friendly and sustainable, and there are some similarities between both, but I will pick out the ones that I thought were interesting and that caught my eye. Okay, so the first one that really caught my eye is South Farm in Cambridgeshire. Now, it has its own nature reserve and it's actually home to some endangered species as well. It has accommodation like camping, there's a B&B on site, and also there are caravans which your guests can stay in, and so everything can happen on site. So the next one, which is on both lists, is the Wellbeing Farm, which is in Lancashire. It's a relaxed farm venue and is also home to an award-winning cookery school. There's a teepee, a horsebox bar and a fire pit, and specialises in local cuisine. Then there's the Bay Trust in Kent. It overlooks the channel. They only hold one wedding per Saturday so that they can balance their weddings with their green values and their charitable trust. And then there's Cornish Tippy Weddings, obviously in Cornwall. There you can have a woodland wedding or a waterside wedding or a camping wedding. They also specialise in low-impact guest accommodation and specialise in local seasonal cuisine. There are just so many more beautiful places. I would suggest that go onto the Natural Wedding Company website and have a look at their eco-friendly wedding venues. So what's the criteria for being able to call yourself an eco-friendly wedding venue? Some of the trends I'm seeing in these venues are that they are very aware of their carbon footprint and really try to minimize this or offset this. They source local food and ingredients as much as they can and offer seasonal menu options. Use and promote local supplies as much as they can to offset their carbon footprint. Their buildings, if they've had to build them, will be low impact, or maybe reuse existing structures that are already there. They promote zero waste, reuse, reduce and recycle. Actually, it's out from Bob the Builder. There used to be a phrase in a television program, actually a children's television program, that had a phrase that went reduce, reuse, recycle. I think it's Bob the Builder, I'm not sure though, so if you know what I'm talking about, please comment down below. Anyway, back to wedding venues. Another trend that I'm seeing is that they seem to be based already in an environmentally aware situation. So, with South Farm, they are actually on a nature reserve, and another venue was run by a green trust, and quite a few of them are actually run on organic farms. Actually, one of my favorite venues and relatively local to me is King Settle Stud Farms, which is run on the organic estate of Chalderton. That is exactly on the Hampshire and Wiltshire border. I have a blog post full of photos from King Settle Studs, and I will link that down below for you. So I'm actually very lucky to be based where I am because I'm very close to the coast and very close to the New Forest. And so there are a lot of opportunities to source local produce and local food, local ingredients, which are seasonal. Some of the pubs and restaurants that I've shot at the New Forest actually actively promote and are very proud of the local produce and ingredients that go into their menus. For example, the Bell Inn in the New Forest and also Burley Manor in the New Forest. Oh, and another reference to another TV show. Do some of you remember River Cottage? The host was Hugh Furley-Whittington. It was an organic farm-to-table type of program. Low waste and low impact farming and cooking. Well, River Cottage HQ now actually hosts weddings as well. That particular venue, which is very beautiful, is on the Dorset and Devon border. So I'm actually wondering if any of you watching have been to any of these venues that I've mentioned, or do you know any other eco-friendly and sustainable wedding venues that you've been to? Please do comment down below. I'd love to hear your experiences, and it would also be helpful for anyone watching who may be wedding planning at the moment. Thank you very much, but before you go, I do have a little announcement. Starting from this Sunday, in the month of March only, I will be uploading twice a week. So on a Sunday, I will be sharing with you the gear that I use for weddings. And as per usual, on a Wednesday, I'll kind of call it Wedding Wednesday, I will continue uploading videos to do with wedding planning. Do please subscribe, comment, like and share. It really helps out this channel. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye.